It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports as we showcase a pair of playoff-bound teams. It's the Dolphins and the Bengals, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Miami Dolphins. Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And incomplete on the deep ball. Now, this defense for the Bengals, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield. When all you
he rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TV.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after try forthcoming. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense back out on the field. And looking to erase his memory bank from his opening drive a moment ago that ended in a pick 6 for the first points of the ball game.
And in my experience, a lot of quarterbacks, after throwing a pick 6, the first thing they want to do is fire another one and get those points back immediately. But what really helps you get back in sync is a good, long, methodical drive, mixing the run and the pass, tamp things down a little bit.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick 6 on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
Well, that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second-guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Dangbo in there yet again. What else is new? He continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Dolphins will send out the punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, Accentuate the Positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. On 1st and 10, Gordon. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that is incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Gordon. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Now, this is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger, but remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. For graduate of the Naval Academy, back then you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Simply not much more you can ask out of your running back. Over 100 yards and the 3 touchdowns.
And for an old coot like me, I loved it because he did it on the ground. A running back taking control of the game. That's what I like to see.
Hold on. An old coot?
Coot, C-O-O-T.
All right, I'll look that up later. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Gordon. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. This just a 24-yard attempt. The kick by Bass is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these 2 teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. On the ground, it's Thomas. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gordon. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st down, Gordon. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
Boy, that completion comes with a high degree of difficulty, especially on the catch. Had to look that one in one-handed, able to do so, and ends up picking up a 1st down as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gordon. He hits his target, the tight end Adams. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gordon. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Carmichael. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Gordon. And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. With touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. So an early advantage now, and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Miami set to take over. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Tua sets up to pass it. He gets it to Thomas. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Looking to pass. Tua. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Last week, over 100 yards, 3 touchdowns. We were talking with him on the field before the game. He said simply, I was in a groove. He obviously was.
And I think he's being a little modest about that, being in a groove. That's a big-time game right there. And I think he feels like his entire team is coming along with him because they're creating spaces and holes for him to run through. He's making people miss, running through tackles. They are locked in a big way and confident about this game as well.
That catch good for only a couple. Second and 8. Back to throw. Gordon. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37.
And we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's what you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off play action. Gordon. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. To throw on third down. Gordon. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And it'll be Dolphin football. Tua and the rest of the Dolphin offense heading back out. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. On second down now, it's Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, Tagovailoa. His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter. Thomas. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Dayo Odeyingbo picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Under pressure, they got him again. Joseph Osai. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And to give this time to the tailback. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gordon. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. On 3rd down, Carmichael. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL and picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them third and short, third and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Gordon. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Gordon. It's caught here by Adams. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Looking to throw. Gordon. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st down. It's Robinson. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. From the 44, Tua. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Tua. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. Well, they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. 1st and 10 at the 19. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Robinson. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, The kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua drops it underneath to Thomas. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's 17-7. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Cincinnati set to take over once again. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
That's taken in by Higgins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Gordon. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing on first down. Gordon throwing the out route incomplete. That's Adams. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, he'll drop to throw. But he's got his man here, Beasley. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The kick by Bass is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Some critical games going on as teams fight for those final playoff berths.
Let's get you around the NFL here in a busy Week 16. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. And it's the Saints who are out in front. Joe Burrow has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And they were winners in their ball game as they were able to handle the visiting New York Jets. Dak Prescott sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Miami in that first half. And they will need to get this passing game in gear because they did not do much of anything in that first half. And it's why the scoreline is what it is. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they were much more successful throwing the football than their counterparts, as you can see the numbers there.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They'll run on first down. Carmichael, and he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He's going to go deep for Beasley. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. A big play there for Cincinnati.
Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And we often talk about hang time for punts, but in this case, we should probably calculate the hang time on that throw because that one hung up there for a long time and managed to keep going and going until it found its target.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Gordon. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Bengals take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Offensively, pretty effective option play there for the score.
Certainly was, and it appeared to me that the defense overshifted and overplayed the trail back, the pitch man, and almost forgot about the quarterback. In fact, they did forget about the quarterback, and he turned it into a touchdown.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense. This is unbelievable.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense.
Yeah, that's true. You've said that before. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage. And now 3rd and 11 coming up. Here's Tua. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. This is fielded at the 27. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bengals drive about to get going. On 1st down, Carmichael. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 47 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
On 1st and 10, Gordon. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Off the play fake, Gordon. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. On 3rd down, Carmichael. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Carmichael, and he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2. He barely got back to the line of scrimmage. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. They'll run on 1st down. It's Thomas. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Thomas. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
Tua now on first down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to take another shot here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's going to let it go again. And this is caught. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there for the Dolphins. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Robinson. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. The coverage good. The pressure good. Leads to the sack. And it's third and goal now.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack.
And they decided to go with the safety blitz there. And look, if that gets picked up, quarterback really has the advantage then because they'll have more time to throw the football and some wide open space. But when it doesn't, that's a guy who gets a free run into the backfield. And oftentimes, the QB ends up on his backside, as he did there.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now fourth down.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3.
So that maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but it does get them back within a couple of scores.
And at this point in the third quarter, you don't have much margin for error, and that means you can't have drives that end with nothing. Whether it's a punt, a turnover on downs, those have to go away. You have to end with a kick, either a field goal or an extra point after a touchdown.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time they were stopped on fourth down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on fourth down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves, let's get back out there and move the ball again?
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
On third down, Gordon. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Gordon. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
Back to throw again.
And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
On second down now, Carmichael down to the 25.
They're a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. From the gun on third down, Gordon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Final minute now of the third quarter. On first down, Carmichael. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Now it's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Gordon. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Gordon. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. From the gun, Gordon toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by Bass is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he returns this to the 22. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Going to throw right side here, complete.
Let's go.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. And taken down by the Bengal pressure. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we usually talk about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took him to the limits.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sound.
And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tua on 4th down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And give him credit, he deserves it. But this is such a breakdown defensively, my goodness. From a pass rush perspective, you know that they got to be coming hard on 4th down trying to get to the quarterback. But from a coverage perspective, how do you not see that play developing? And it turns into a touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. Carmichael. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Gordon. The left side throw complete to Adams.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Gordon. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Gordon. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt. No return.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
On 1st down, Thomas. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They'll run here with Robinson.
Robinson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
From the gun, it's Tua. Throw left side here, complete to the tight end, Gesicki. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. Now Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Tua to throw again. Now a short one to Gesicki. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game.
Let's go.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Tagovailoa.
And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Tua going to try and go quickly here. Here's Tua.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. Carmichael, and he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. To throw on 3rd down. Gordon. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down
inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds. A big play there for Cincinnati. Going old reliable there to the slot on third down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. And they take a knee. One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 40-second mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, Matt.